Okay, so this person was trying to make the argument that I dislike black women, or that my channel was made for attacking black women. Really weird, because, does anyone know why I made my channel? Because if you watch my videos, you would see that I've said over and over again what my main reasons for making this channel was. Well, Chrissy was a big part of it, yes, because I came across Chrissy and I was like, oh my God, some people are really fucked up. And, you know, something about Chrissy made me think, is this what those people are like in their minds but don't actually say it? You know? Because, you know how I've had my experiences where I've been put in really bad situations simply because I was not dark skinned. Dark skinned black people would call me the N word and then claim I was racist. Dark skinned black people would have an argument with me on something completely different and then claim I was racist. Um, and you would think, how are you going about calling someone racist who's black? You know? But that was what I was thinking. I was like, oh, they really, really, really don't think that you're a black person when they're doing these things. And, you get those questions where people are like, you're not a black American, you know, and they want to put you in different categories and things of that nature. And it all started making sense. So, yes, Chrissy did have to do with that part of me making my channel, yes. But more than that, it was not really about her. That was a small portion of it. But a big portion of it was about black men. And especially that summer, I got harassed like crazy. Had situations where people were trying to follow me to the bathroom. I mean, dark skinned black men were really, really, really aggressive and problematic. Thankfully, I've never been sexually assaulted by a black man. But they've been doing lots of things in that nature where they're, you know, trying to be aggressive, get really violent, angry, and need to call the police when they are, rejected. So, that's what my channel was made for. And the first time I made it, like I said, there were aspects of talking about Chrissy, but honestly, that's a major reason why in the Golden Sphere back in 2019, I had lots of clashing with them because I did not believe in the whole thing with dark skinned black men. I don't believe in black male worship. I think black men look like women. So, if anything, I guess my channel was made to bash black men. And, I didn't make my channel the first time, I kind of stopped. But then, what actually encouraged me to make a second channel was actually Crystal Swirls and her talking about black men. Reason why I wanted to talk about it was because I was like, see, there's a black woman. She's not dark skinned. She's my color, and she's talking about black men and she's talking about not being attracted to them, not being into them, roasting them. That's why I was like, okay, there's space for me. Because before in 2019, all I saw was dark skinned black people, black women, attacking sometimes light skinned black women, and, you know, talking about dark skinned black men in negative ways. But everyone made it a colorism issue. So people like me, what dark skin do I have to cry about? I don't have any. That's the whole point. I don't have any. And I don't even believe in colorism to begin with. So, I can't fit with that. And I can't fit with light skinned black mammies worshiping black men and dark skinned black men while having hate for the very same female image that is way more beautiful than the dark skinned black man. The dark skinned black man doesn't even look like his proper sex. Dark skinned black women, they're the epitome of femininity. So, to me, I just found that really weird because I was like, my whole channel has always been based off of talking about dark skinned black men. And the way I go after dark skinned black men is you don't, sometimes people surface attack. I'm more the type that kind of digs deep when I do attack. And usually it's more so on their own self-image. If you want to go after someone, you go on the inside of them, not the outside of them. Go into their psyche and figure out what's so messed up with them that they feel about themselves, and basically infiltrate their own feelings against them. So that's what I do. I don't really attack dark skinned black women. Like, I've never even had a beef with a dark skinned black woman. You could say, uh, Nicole Little, kind of. But even then, I don't even think I ever made a negative video on her. I made a video where I mentioned her, and then another video where I spoke positively of her and actually endorsed her channel because it seemed like her channel got much better. I mean, I'm willing to forgive. So, to me, I mean, like, I do not attack black women. If anyone that I've had a beef with is mainly light skinned women, actually, that I've beefed with. Light skinned and brown skinned black women. Brown skinned black women I've beefed with much harder and much stronger, actually, than light skinned black women. And that's just got to do with similar image and issues going on there, you know. Um, I'm thinking of my thank you video, and yeah, I'm thinking of all the people I posted were brown skinned, except I put Crystal Swirls in there. I've never beefed with Crystal Swirls. I've always liked Crystal Swirls. I just put her in there because I was thanking her actually for one time she gave me a shout out back in April of 2020, I believe. One time I had a call with her. It's a call I talked about before. Anyway, but yeah, for me, I've just never really been one to attack black women, especially not dark skinned black women. That's not really what my channel is about. It's kind of weird. I think she got confused because she thought that because I was talking about Cynthia G, that I was basically attacking black women. One, Cynthia G literally called someone's hair slave hair. Cynthia G has aspects to her that's colorist, and it's pretty typical among brown skinned black girls like her who, they prefer the dark skinned black man. They love that dynamic to continue, ingrained self hate in the dark skinned black man benefits a low self esteem brown skinned woman like her. So, you know, I don't really I don't really hold anything against people on, racial standards. My issue with her was just the fact of what she was saying, with divestors and things of that nature. I don't really care even that she does try to get the self hating black man. To me, that's a personal issue that she's going to suffer for. Because, I mean, like, he hates himself. You're not going to be able to love him because he can't love himself. You will have children with somebody who hates their children, hates you, hates everybody. I mean, but a low self esteem black woman doesn't really care. They want misery because they think it's better than being alone. But, to me, yeah, I never attacked Cynthia G on her being black. If I did, wouldn't I have said she was unattractive or something? Like, that's what they always do. They like to say, like, black women are unattractive. I've always said Cynthia G is pretty. I'll say it again. Yes, Cynthia G is pretty. She's beautiful. But I still don't like her talking points. I don't like, and when I say I don't like her talking points, I don't like that she lies down black, and then tries to say, I'm gonna attack the very thing I just lie down with. They were fucking you. You let a loser fuck you. So you let a loser fuck you. So what are you? You're less than the loser now, because you let the loser fuck you. So that's my thing. It's not a racial thing at all. Um, it's weird too, because it's like, I didn't get it. Why would you think I am mixed or I'm promoting mixed women? I don't have any phenotype any different than Cynthia G's. My phenotype is very similar to Cynthia G's. We're like the same color, I think. If we're not, maybe I'm a shade lighter, maybe, but I think we're the same color, honestly. Facial features, her facial features aren't more African than mine. My features aren't more African than hers. We're I don't really see. I mean, maybe it's her hair. Maybe her hair is 4C. I don't know. I've never seen her hair. No attack against her for that. I just never have seen her natural hair texture, like, unrelaxed, basically, without any products or anything. You get what I'm saying. Um, so I just was like, what do you mean I hate black women? How am I devoting my channel to black women and hating them? In what regard? I've never attacked black women like that. I've never said anything like that against black women. I could, I could definitely. But even if I did, I wouldn't just attack black women. You see, like, for example, the things that I've experienced with dark skinned black people, I would include black people in it. I would not just say, oh, let's attack the black woman. It would make no sense to me to attack the same color of the same type of person behaving the same damn way, just with a woo. What? Like, just like with one person who has a penis, one who has a vagina? Like, why would I make a difference in that spectrum? It has nothing to do with how I was treated by dark skinned black people. You know what I mean? Which I mean, like, I'm going to talk about in another video, but that's not going to be relegated to dark skinned black women. I never relegate anything I talk about to just dark skinned black women. It makes no sense to me. Maybe it's because my mother is dark skinned and she's a woman, obviously. You never know these things. But, you know, I just don't have that in me to do that. And I've seen like some people get upset with some things that dark skinned black women have said to them, I guess, with divestment and stuff, and so they've gotten to being negative. But you have to understand, these are the same people who don't have dark skinned black women in their families. So maybe they have a different perspective. Like, for me, I think that's why I'm a little bit rougher to light skinned black women, honestly, and light skinned black men too, I guess. I don't really know. Light skinned black men, I'm kind of just like, whatever. But I mean, like, I'll be more honest about things. Like if I want to say something negative about light skin, I'm more likely to say something negative about light skin than dark skin. And I'm much more negative towards white skin than dark skin. So much more. It just one little slight thing from a white person. Oh, it's all on. It's because I'm trained to do that because I have when I was a teen, I was online. I talked to a lot of racist trolls, and so a major thing was I learned to, bring on what I thought. I mean, like if we're gonna be truthful and stuff about people's skin tone and their race and everything, I mean, like why wouldn't I be truthful if they're truthful? I never understood that, but yeah, I am not here to attack any black woman, or my channel's not for attacking black women. I find this weird. And I think maybe they think that because there's people in my comments that come to my channel that don't like black women, and they'll be negative or whatever. But from my perspective, they never bother me too much. One, because if they're usually not, I don't know, they're not usually black women. So how can you tell me what being a black woman is if you're not a black woman? you know? And I mean, like, when I see the comments, I respond to them. And I usually respond to them very negatively, especially if they're a black man. Oh, yes, it's on. I love to do that. Because, like I said, my channel is mainly made for bashing black men. But the thing is, over time, it's kind of been like since COVID has happened, I'm less likely to bash black men because I don't see them in real life like that. I don't have them following me to the bathroom anymore. I don't have them trying to run at me and try and crack my face, you know? I don't have any of those issues anymore. So that's a major reason why I've stopped talking about it. If it starts again, then yes, I'm going to talk about it, you know. But that's a major reason why I don't talk about black men as often as I used to. When I first made my channel, I would bash black men. And I still do bash black men in the same way I did then, you know. But like I said, the pandemic happened, and I couldn't control that the pandemic happened. Nobody could, you know. So it's changed a lot of people's lives, and that's a major thing that